What's up, Dragon Brood? Thanks for coming and hanging out with me while we did coverage last night for Players Tour Online 3. That was pretty sweet. And hopefully we get to do it again. I also want to remind everybody before we hop into this video, well, one, like this video and subscribe to the channel because that always helps. But I still have a giveaway that's going on. We're giving away 6 packages of things. I'm going to draw 3 winners. Those winners will each get to pick from their 6 items there. It's going to be super awesome. And remember to watch that whole video. I'm going to put it up right over there so you can follow the link. I pointed off the screen. I meant up there. But today I want to do as a best of 3 match. The JUND, I guess we just call it JUND Deathtouch. There's still no really cool name for it. Against Temur Reclamation. Because I know some people come to the channel, we do a lot of the kind of theory crafted best of 1 matches, but people want to see best of 3 and you want to get some sideboard tips. So I'm going to show that to you. So what I did is I played this on my stream where I do most of my best of 3, and at least once a week I want to be able to take one of those videos, bring it over here, edit it up, and let you see those matches. So we're going to do that. I'm not going to go over the deck too much. The deck is down in the description. And that just saves time and you can show kind of the full length of the match because it does end up being like a 25-30 minute video by itself. So let me know what you think. If you like seeing these best of 3 matches, I can keep bringing them to you. If you want to see something else, let me know too. That's really cool. But anyway, let's hop into the fight. You know what? I'm just going to keep this just because. I don't really know. We're going to see how this plays out. I mean, we obviously are going to need red mana or just more mana. I'm actually going to scrap this card and see if we can just find some more lands. Alright, well, that's exciting. Let's see what our opponent thinks about us playing a Mox Viper. How about playing a second Moss Viper? Oh, well. And y'all want to know what's funny? This card was actually one of the cards I was saying I wanted on a ban list. Because it's not even Reclamation I care about. Like, if they can't Reclamation on 3, then it's not nearly as bad. This card, the Growth Spiral, has actually been the problem in so many decks. Like, if we get off that, I think that solves a lot of things. Alright, well, the good news is we found land for the Questing Beast. So that kind of halfway solves one problem. We also kind of got the do nothing draw too, so I don't know if that's a fair... whatever comes out of this, I don't know if it'd be a fair critique of this deck first go around. Oh, come on, red land. Red land. Ah, dang it. So bad I wanted to crush that Gadwick. That had so much potential. This is going to be unfortunate because this is where we're going to get like... They're going to petty theft from the Brazen Bar on like the Questing Beast. They're going to use Gadwick to tap the Moss Viper. Like, oh no. What are we doing here? Okay. Well, the good news is, if we could get a red land, we're not totally worried about Uros hitting the table, unless opponent just has infinite counters. You're going to have to wait on the bad jokes tonight, Soul Vixen, but I got you covered. Alright, so I think we're still on that plan from the looks of things. So let's go ahead and, let's see, look at top 5 cards. Any number of creatures from on there, so we only get the creatures, unfortunately. Alright, well the good news is we didn't get our stuff bounced, so that's kind of nice. No red lands is killing us right now though, because we could either have been doing a lot more damage with Domri, or we could have just killed that Gadwick by now. Here comes an Uro. Alright, and the Uro now? Nope, they didn't cast Uro. So the fact they didn't cast Uro tells us something's up, right? And I don't think we necessarily want to cast Domri just yet. So let's just move to the attack step, see what the opponent does. I'm assuming it's going to be a Brazen Borrower, which is why they didn't want to tap the 4 mana to get the Uro back. Because they only have 5. No, they've got 6 up. They could have done that anyway. Oh, really? That's what we're doing? Okay, then. I mean, I guess if that's the case, we do cast Domri here. And then we just... Why not? And that gives us 2 red mana if we need it next turn. Potentially. I mean, they could just kill Domri here, too. Yep, they're eyeballing our Domri something serious. What's funny is they actually had the different Planeswalkers, the glass ones, in the store the other day. I just bought the Domri one. It was like 1,000 gold. Actually, no, it was more than that. Because I remember not, because I thought about, did I want to buy the others? I think it was like 2,000 gold. Also today, if you haven't been in the store, you can actually buy 550 gold for 50 gold. So, just a thing, if you're wondering. Alright, so we're going to get red.
Nothing disgusts me more than law and order.
And then we're going to use this to target here. Because why not? And then if they counter it or something, we'll just use the other Domri. Yep, we knew that was a thing. Actually, we don't have to do that. We could just use the other questing beast if we wanted to. Because the opponent may not want to block. They only have 2 cards in their yard. I guess we just replay it. I mean, they probably have a spell counter. But, like, what do we do, really? If they don't counter it, that just means they just have a shark in hand. Which is what they're probably waiting for. Yep, we're gonna get sharked, y'all. We're gonna get sharked. That's super unfortunate. This is all because we couldn't find red mana sooner. It's okay, though. Oh, that's true, Dr. J. I keep forgetting that. Like, that is a thing that happens for the whole turn. Even if you don't use the mana to cast a creature. I mean, I feel like we have to block. I mean, do we, though? I mean, because if they have an explosion, they just kill us anyway, even if we're at 10. Because they've got, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we're dead anyway. Yeah, whatever. I mean, we're either dead, or you can attack it. I mean, we can kill the Uro next turn, potentially. You could always just minus this Domri. I love how the opponent had to take time to tap all those individually, when really, it didn't really matter what color they got. Yeah, you could have just done that. What were we waiting for? God. I hate when people play slow when you already have the win. Just get it done. Just put me out of my misery. Okay, so we're going to go with... Actually, what's really bad in this matchup? I think that's the real issue, is figuring out what we don't want here. Because, like, Moss Vipers are meh. Kind of the weakest card that don't do anything extra here. Not sure about the current build. Defended Gem Razor. Yeah, Gem Razor's actually okay. I don't mind that. Problem is, I mean, we have these if we're worried about it. Yeah, ambush can definitely come out because they only have like one thing we need to kill. Well, I mean, we can kill sharks if we really want to look at it that way, but and probably duresses in. Probably go one less viper. I don't even mind Porcupine, really, because at least turns a small thing into a 3/4. I'm gonna take these two out because they're not great here, I wouldn't imagine. Maybe like Ambusher post board. Are you talking about, oh, from their side? Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. We want to go first. So yeah, we'll keep this. So the plan here is going to be to play a turn 1 Viper. And then the reason I played the Overgrown Tomb is because next turn we're just going to duress and put this Temple into play tapped. At least that's the working plan. I was going to say, unless cards come up differently and change our mind. I was pretty sure it's what we wanted to do. Yeah, we'll keep this. Y'all are following and joining like crazy. Much appreciated. Alright, so you could Growth Spiral. You can Expansion for 1. Or, I mean, you can't Explosion for a while. Yeah, we'll just get that. Force you to find the other one. Because, I mean, we can just turn this Viper into a Porcupine and not care. Which is so weird. This card's so bad, but makes sense in this list. Whenever he is going to ladder, you should probably have some main deck enchantment hate. Yes and no. Like, I don't really... I mean, I guess I do in the Gruul list, because I play Gym Razor. So that kind of counts, I guess. Yep, you're just going to Growth Spiral. Fair enough. Definitely going over, so we can attack for 3. Alright, there's an Uro, which we don't greatly mind. If we draw a black land, that would be nice. Because then we could just... Well... That's a heck of a spot, huh? Because I wouldn't mind duressing again. If we're being real. Still need a couple more cards for Uro, though we're going to assist them by putting 1 there if we do that. I think we do, though. Thanks for the follow there, Arklina. Let's get that Shark Typhoon out of the way. I mean, we can't do anything about Gadwick, but we can at least ping Gadwick, so he's not so scary. That doesn't leave him the right lands to get Neuro into play, so that's good. Granted, they are gaining life this whole time, so that is a little annoying. I will admit. We didn't find the land we want, but we'll go with this. When I can death ping. Oh, yeah, we can definitely death ping it. Yeah, Gadwick post board isn't great against us, but it's not bad. Because if you do get Gadwick with like 6 or 7 land, if it survives the turn, it does become pretty difficult for us to punch through. It's not like I'm playing Gruul with a whole bunch of hasty things and other stuff, you know? Alright, I guess we just ping a Gadwick here. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So sadly, we kind of have to plus Sarkin. Or else we'd make a dragon and then they just kill it. Which is kind of lame. Let's see, if we just double attack, that would be 7. Opponent would be at 3. Kind of seems okay. But no, I think it's in our best interest. We have to ping this guy. Don't really want to. but I felt like couldn't really risk them not them not blocking and doing something with it the next turn. And here I'm just gonna plus. Just to make sure they can't do something where they take it out, then bounce our questing beast or something. Hey, Lancelot lost again. How's it going? Just so you know, Lancelot, I was genuinely going to get your books to the post office on Saturday, but some business discussions came up that took a long time. And then I went today, and the post office is crazy busy. So I'm just going to print off a shipping label from PayPal, and I'm going to stick it in the mail tomorrow. I can show you the box, though. It's over here. It is actually sealed up and ready to go, I promise. Alright, on to the next game. I know the opponent's probably sitting there going, how am I losing to a Porcuparrot? This has got to be the worst thing ever. I don't even know why I didn't have that extra Return to Nature in. That's weird. I don't even know if Lead the Stampede matters here, because they're not really doing anything to our creatures. You know what? I'm just going to play the Magical 61. Hey, Nim, how's it going? Nope, we want Duress anyway against this deck. Because our opponent really doesn't have a relevant card against us that we're worried about until at least turn 3. And if they want to counter Duress, great. You know. This is very mediocre, sadly. But man, it is nice having that Return to Nature, but we're just going to mulligan. Keep this. Oh, get rid of... Wow. Oh. I'm going to say Foulmire Knight. Force turn 1. Very relevant. Yep. Okay. Let's see. This is kind of the tough part, because I'd like to have Domri on 3, but it's just not going to happen. No matter how badly we wanted to, we are not going to be able to make fetch happen here. So I'm just going to play this first. Then we're going to take a look and see maybe what we get with the next land, because if it's something else that comes into play untapped, we can wait around a little bit, potentially. Oh, they're just going to kill our Vampire of the Dire Moon. See? Just like that. Just like that. That's why you wait sometimes, because you never know what's going to happen. Well, for sure we want to do this. This is a given. The opponent's really deciding if they want us to look at their hand or not. I mean, the other thing about Duress 2 is even if we don't get something big, we do get the information of knowing what those other remaining 6 cards are going to be. Oh, you can get a Domri. Sure. So funny. One of the few things they can actually get from us, they actually hit. That's pretty hilarious. Alright, well, the Wilderness Reclamation is definitely scarier, so that's not even a question. Well, that's cute. We'll just leave that Domri sitting right up top. And they put a land into play tap, so we don't even have to be in a hurry here. This is so good. Alright, so the question just becomes, do we want to Porcuparrots or do we want to Domri? And I think Parrots, because we know what the opponents... Well, I mean, they could bounce it, which would be a bit disappointing. And then we just have a Porcuparrot that does nothing, which is not great, obviously. Alright, let's just do this. Alright, we'll get in there and attack. I mean, if they want to use it to bounce something here, that's great. Okay, they didn't. Sometimes opponents bite, and they'll do it. No, Porky Parrot does not have Deathtouch, but whatever we put it on has the ability to ping with Deathtouch. Yeah, I agree, Scooter. Anytime you can get the card they just made you discard, it's a super good feeling. Alright, so the opponent knows that we know that they have the Shark Typhoon. We also know that they have Brazen Borrower. So, our plan is just going to be to play this. If they bounce it, we just have a 3-4. Okay. They're just going to let us have it for now. I mean, in theory, I guess we could have used Domri, but, I mean, the odds of them having a bounce spell at this point are pretty low. Here, we're just going to go get a swamp. So we can just set this up all over again for next turn.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
Dude, that's like poker. Like, seriously, you get in that whole situation of like, they know I'm aware of what they're representing, but are they representing that because they think that I know what they're trying to do? Then you get in this weird, like, 12 levels of headspace. It's really absurd. Alright. So we shall try again.
I was raised by wolves. Though they might have also just been big dogs.
Because they can only shark for one. And they only have 3 cards in the yard. Shark would be the 4th card. They can Brazen Borrower, but it really does nothing. Because it doesn't block anything on the ground. Does mean that Domri's only got one real shot here. To kill something. Though, in reality, we can just ping a Brazen Borrower. Oh, opponent's just playing a Shark Typhoon, so it's game on now, for real. Though they're not very much... Like, why did they not attack? They can't block anything on the ground. That's so awkward. Like, alright, I'll just fight it, because that just makes more sense.
That's the sound of a stampede coming straight at you.
I mean, I guess if they have it, we get wrecked. If that's like a... I don't know, the deal 4 to everything. But we'll try. No, I've cast a Typhoon before. It's not the worst thing. But with one card in hand, I mean, they did just draw something, so I don't know. But if it's not a... oh, well, that's interesting. Because if their plan is to explosion, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like an explosion for 3, but that doesn't do anything. Kind of curious what they plan on doing here. Well, like, they could play a wolf, I guess. Then the wolf just blocks, and then they still die if this resolves. So, I don't know. I'm not going to use Domri mana yet.
Close your eyes, breathe, and listen to the sounds of the wild.
We'll split the counters just so we have max damage across. Flame Sweep, maybe? Is that what's happening here? Kill our 2 toughness creatures? Or 1 toughness creatures? Because that would be a relevant thing. Nope, just an explosion. Okay. You made a 5/5. Congratulations. I mean, we ping it and attack for 3 is our plan here, I guess. Oh, no. Well, yeah. Because if I fight it, I would have just lost the creature, so that doesn't do anything. Growth Spiral? Sure. Got me. Seems good. Alright, there's a bunch of things we can draw here. We need a few things, because they're definitely getting at least an Uro here that's going to give them an extra card. Should have moved straight to combat to avoid them. Counter with get a shark. I don't understand what you're saying there, Jason Human. See you later, Barry. Alright, so opponent has 3 mana. I mean, and they're at 7 life. They're definitely not dead. This is going to make it a bit tougher on them. I mean, I'll just... yeah. And then that's going to give us the win unless you just have an op. Well, even an op's only going to make you a 1/1 shark and you can't block. We'll put those on top for sure. Because now we just put the counters on the questing beast. It's going to be a 7 power, and that's going to be it.
I'd get out of the way if I were you.
All right. There you go. So the question is, what's the best thing about a library prison job? The answer is that it has both pros and cons. There you go. Now, all that going down, like, I mean, it's still a tough matchup. You know, I think sideboard could possibly be a little better, but we're at the point that the format's changing, coming up with core set 21 anyway. So if you're going to play it, you kind of have like 4 days, 5 days, something like that to really get your games in. So yeah, feel free, grab the list, go for it. It's a lot of fun. You also get some cards in the next set that get boosted up. And one of the cool parts is I'm going to do an update to this because we're going to be playing it in the early access event next Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. And again, remember, we have that giveaway still going. Check out that video. Remember to watch your way through the video so you can be eligible properly. And if you haven't, again, please like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and then come back and see me for more great content. But that's all I have for you today. We'll see you next time.